Hello, and welcome. This presentation is for the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center of Alaska Fairbanks, where the wild things are. I am Chairperson Lily. Included in this group is Chairperson, Treasurer, Director of Marketing, and our Research and Legal team. As Chairperson, I am responsible for oversight on the project, for helping delegate board responsibilities, for organizing and facilitating the effort as a whole, and responsible for scheduling meetings and keeping track of what happens at those meetings to make sure the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center of Alaska stays on track. Our mission is to not only provide help to Alaska's wildlife to thrive, but to educate the public through after-school programs, volunteer opportunities, public events, and fundraising. We hope to get the community involved and provide every opportunity to give access to the public to our facility. Alaska's interior is a very rich location for wildlife. Though Alaska has few wildlife help centers, the majority of them are located along the coast or are specific to a certain kind of animal. Our organization aims to provide care, rehabilitation services, and medicine to the wildlife in Alaska's interior, hoping to one day release them back into the wild. Educating the public on how and when to interact with wildlife is also one of our main goals here. Take bear cubs, for example. Young bear cubs, when seen without their mother, can be misinterpreted as orphaned. Mothers often leave their young in search of food, but generally return. If a person or a dog is near the cub for an extended amount of time, the mother may choose to abandon her cub for the safety of others. Public education on how and when to interact with young wildlife is a key factor in maintaining the health and safety of Alaska's young wildlife. Raising awareness on Alaska's interior wildlife is a main goal at the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center of Alaska. We want to show the public how and when to interact with wildlife, but also safe driving. Year-round, all types of Alaska's wildlife use the roads as a main source for walking. It's clear of brush. We want to teach safe driving so that less traffic collisions occur with Alaska's wildlife. Traffic collisions with moose specifically are occurring more and more often. In this kind of collision, both the passengers of the car and the moose can be severely injured or killed. For humans, there are many options on what to do in this situation, but for a moose, there's only two. The first responder can choose to leave it and hopefully it walks away safe, or put it out of its misery if it's too wounded. The Wildlife Rehabilitation Center of Alaska wants to give a moose more options. We can respond to traffic collisions and assess the injuries of the animal. If deemed appropriate, we could bring it back to our facility for a better chance at recovery. We have been working day and night to get our organization open. Since November, our team has been collecting legal documents necessary to start our organization. Back in November, we began marketing by posting flyers and getting the word spread. Since November through March, we will be conducting fundraisers to collect the necessary funds needed for our facility, our workers, and our animals. In March, the building of our facility will be conducted. We will be gathering the necessary resources and equipment needed for our facility in April. We have also begun spreading the word for local jobs here in Fairbanks, such as veterinarians, assistants, and volunteer programs. Our grand opening will be in May. Passing it off to our next presenter.